Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to our Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands, where last time we kicked off our lovely vacation to New Vegas with a hunting expedition all across the Mojave. And today, I would like to wrap up that expedition. But to do that, we're going to need to go hunting for possibly the most vicious creature in the entire Fallout franchise. And that means we're going on a quick trip to Old World Blues. And yes, this is going to be a bit of a flying visit because New Vegas had a curiously inconsistent view as to how easy it should be to just, skip through DLC campaigns. On the one hand, you had Honest Hearts, where you could literally activate Chaos in Zion and just duck out of the DLC by walking from one side of the map to the other. And then there's Old World Blues, where sure, there are like a million things you could check out in the DLC if you want to, but on the other hand, if you just want a straight line to the end, it's pretty easy to just walk into 3 buildings, take on the final boss, and you're done. But then on the other hand, you have Dead Money and Lonesome Road, where in both cases you've pretty much got to do 90% of everything that's in the DLC every time you want to complete that DLC. So, yeah, very curious, the different design decisions that went into the different DLC campaigns. And as I say, for me in Old World Blues, it's going to be a bit more of a flying visit. We're just popping in to kill monsters, loot some good stuff, and there's one other thing too. But, we'll get to that. How about we just, nip in and say hello to the Big Empty. And there she is, the beautiful world of Old World Blues, and I just noticed I'm still using Fallout 3 Green. Well, that's just unacceptable right now. There we go, that's more New Vegas-y. Good. As I was saying, welcome to Old World Blues. We're also going to be skimming over a lot of the Old World Blues main plot while we're passing by because, seriously, if I take a few more steps forward, the conversation between me and the brains genuinely takes about 20 minutes to get through. Like, it's a brilliantly written conversation, but we've had it on the channel before. I think, given my character only came here to, complete their hunting expedition and do some looting, I'm just going to assume, in-universe, I zone out during this conversation and just kind of miss it.
The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
There we go, me and the think tank, completely on the same page. Brilliant. The short version is they want me to gather 3 bits of technology, which rather conveniently are located, yes, pretty much along each primary compass direction. 1 south, 1 east, 1 west. And in the meantime, they may have slightly cut out my spine and brain and heart. Brain currently unaccounted for, I'm sure we'll be running into it later. But honestly, it's kind of a good thing, because they've been replaced with superior versions. My new brain gets me chem addiction resistance, together with a tiny bit of extra armor. My new heart slightly confuses robots and more importantly makes my stimpaks more effective. But by far the best, my new spine gets me bonus strength and bonus DT. Lovely. Okay, out into the world, and yes, do not underestimate Old World Blues. Old World Blues can be a bit of a nasty place to explore, but I'm actually pretty well set up with my hunting loadout to deal with some of the locals in particular. I just saw over here that, if you wouldn't mind, locating my target for me. 1 Lobotomite. Brilliant. So yes, basically the local lobotomized population. These guys are pretty much normal humans, but wearing really bad armor. Jumpsuits, patient gowns, etc, etc. They are not going to have much DT, meaning my hollow point rounds are going to work just fine against them. Oh yeah, there we go. In this mod in particular, the jumpsuit and the mask is only giving them DR, so no DT whatsoever. Hollow point rounds will absolutely shred the bastards, though, yeah. At higher levels, just be aware. Their weaponry can be wildly inconsistent. Some of them are armed with trash, sometimes they can get some better stuff going on, so take them out from a distance, be respectful. But yeah, we're going straight off the beaten track here. Instead, I want to be moting up to the northeast. So, okay, just take out a handful more Lobotomites, who I suspect may have recently run into, yes, some cyber dogs, given you're already a bit on the wounded side there. And yeah, seriously, look at that. We've got some Lobotomites over there with single shotguns, so it's a real mixed bag. You don't know when you go into a group of them whether they're going to be armed with nightmare terror weapons or the worst nonsense you've ever seen. That guy basically functionally can't hurt me. Not with my armor. Oh, and here comes another top tier threat. We've got ourselves a varmint rifle in the hands of someone with no armor whatsoever. Mag-flipping-nificent. I just love it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you don't have a head anymore. Good, 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 good. Though, they do give some really, really bloody good XP. You will be leveling up in a hurry in this place, and, oh, even better. Old World Blues is full of Night Stalkers. My best cuddle bug friend, so no trouble with you guys whatsoever. Magnificent. Melee enemies in particular, yes, do rather struggle in this area, given, well, there are a lot of pipes, and if I do something as complicated as the ancient martial art technique of jumping onto this pipe right here, let me tell you, it confuses the hell out of a chap with a sledgehammer. But then, the chappy questioner has been, you know, lobotomized, so I guess that's sort of fair, actually. Okay, so far a nice easy journey, and yes, we're going to the northeast east of the central dome, because step number one, just picking up on something I was discussing many parts ago, I would just like to pass by the Securitron deconstruction plants. Speaking of which, we do also have, you know, Securitrons that need deconstructing, so I'm really starting to wish I'd brought along the shocker. The shocker would have been very useful. I mean, I've got the sonic emitter, Revelation. The lovely brains gave me that, but, okay, even though it does bonus damage versus robots, seriously, yeah, DPS 30, damage 25, I feel like that is not going to do the job. Now, unfortunately, my shotgun does come with pulse slugs, so, you know what? We'll give that a go. I suspect that could be pretty bloody effective, actually. Let's just get the pulse slugs in, and there's also calcitors. Hi there! Don't mind me. There. Okay. Now that works pretty well, actually, yes. You know what? That was even more effective than I was expecting it to be. So, alright, here we go inside Securitron deconstruction. But, before we go any further, I do just want to, you know, very quickly take you back in time. I'm really glad I can show these off side by side, because this is just wild. Here we go, back in the Robot Repair Center of Fallout 3. So, yes, we've got a bathroom here. We just mosey on forward into this room. Lovely. Tiny area right there. Just nip up these stairs, etc., etc. Lovely tiny dungeon floating around here. Big area around there. Loot around this side, etc., etc. So, okay, that's in Fallout 3. Right, Robot Repair Center. And back in Fallout New Vegas with, like, you know, this lovely bathroom right here. And then we just mosey on forward right in this direction. Crack you open. 3 things right there. Mysterious building. Push the wrong button because, seriously, Bethesda, make your mind up which button is going to be the VATS button, okay? Because it always gets me confused whenever I play some Fallout 4. Just got to take out a handful of security. No missiles. No missiles. If you'd be... No, I just said no missiles. What did I just say? So yeah, same basic structure inside the factory floor over here. Mosey on up the same steps. Then we've just got ourselves basically the same office. One less door, I will grant you. Then just loop around. Same internal office up on the 2nd floor, beyond the same thing. It is just so bloody weird that in this one and only one instance, they basically just copy-pasted a dungeon from Fallout 3 into Fallout New Vegas, and they even, like, you know, reuse some of the specific assets. Like, in the Fallout New Vegas version, there is a safe right here. A suspiciously, weirdly small safe, like way smaller than your average safe. And nip back to the Fallout 3 universe, and the same safe is right here. It's just on the desk and not open, so seriously, this place is bloody weird. Still, one rather crucial difference, mind, which is, yes, in the Fallout New Vegas universe, which, okay, is the one we're in right now, would understand how, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, because, seriously, the rooms are functionally identical. Yes, there is no terminal that lets me just turn off the robots to make my life a whole lot easier. No. Instead, if I want to deal with this place, it's gonna have to be by murdering everyone inside it. Right, crack out Lincoln's repeater and... same basic McGibble. Unfortunately, these ones are the Mark IVs, which are quite on the nasty side. But yeah, Lincoln's gun fires bloody fast. What I'm really looking for is, yeah, any sign whatsoever of missiles. If there were to be missiles, then again, actually... Antenna. Is that a frenzy? I can't remember whether you can frenzy these guys. Just pop a few shots in. Okay, that was a crit, and... you can frenzy those guys. I had completely forgotten those guys had frenziable antenna. That is lovely. Okay, well, that's going to make my life a whole lot easier. So that's that one dead. Right, pretty sure they just decided to nuke him. So, okay. Okay. Guys. Just before we deal with 01001111001100110011001101, yes, let's just, turn him on his own friend, just to, give myself... You're a Mark 1, that's not really going to do much. Can I... Oh! I feel like he's about to shoot me with missiles, which is going to be unfortunate, actually. Especially as that's a 0% chance to hit. I mean, if I can, break your thing, just to buy me some time. Just how about we just shut the door and then just back away, actually. That did not frenzy you, did it? No, it didn't. Can you guys open doors? Because honestly, I do not know. Generally, Securitrons are not in an area where, like, there are doors. If they can, they're really not trying that hard. So, okay, just pop out to here. Buddy, seriously, I would like your antenna to go down, please. So, one... Let's go do a few hits, right? Oh, bloody hell. Okay, you know what, buddy? You deserve the pulse slug, so no. Get down on the ground. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, just let him do his firing. Please get down. I was hoping to just knock him over. Possibly he's knocked down immune. Some large enemies are just knocked down immune, but there we go. I've officially defeated 010011110111001100110101. Marvellous. And that gets me access to Muggy upgrades for parts production. Beautiful. Oh, and it just pushed me up into level 32 as well. Better and better. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself a tiny bit of survival. There's a good reason for that we'll get to down the line. And, you know what? We're in Old World Blues. There's a lot of energy weapons around. Probably best we start moving that in the right direction, too. Here we go. A perk I could have taken long ago if I just prioritized survival, which is Travel Light. While wearing light armor or no armor, you run 10% faster, and... in Fallout games, movement speed is really bloody important. Like, I made a video in Fallout 4 specifically about how to boost your movement speed and how ridiculously stupid it could get if you set it up right. Now, it's a bit trickier to do in this generation of Fallout games, but let's just say there is a lot you can do here to start messing with your movement speeds. Oh, and I almost completely forgot, by the way. Yes, the reason this guy is called that string of zeros and ones is a bit of a joke. Because if you translate that out of binary into... was it into binary out of... I'm going to be honest, I don't understand the exact system because not a mathematician. But as I understand it, you can translate this from or into binary in order to create 1. This guy's actual name is 1, just written in a way that involves lots of zeros and ones, which I guess is a really cocky, nerdy joke if you understand mathematics. Anyway, next up, just a mosey on around the corner here, handful of bullet casings too. Yes, we're basically just following the edge of the crater via these lovely... Sorry, did not see you there. Kinda knew there was going to be 1 or 2 more. Didn't realise you were going to immediately flash your bloody rockets at me, dear flippin' dear. Because yes, as we just mosey on towards the lovely northern big red dome of death, I'm looking for a campsite. And drained microfusion cells let me know I'm definitely somewhere nearby because, yes, the former happy camper, he was most definitely an energy weapon user. Here we go. This looks about right. Just take out your turret too. I think there might be a second one, potentially. There you are. I see you, buddy. I see you. We can just take out you. Good. There's the turrets. Down. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, say hello to Elijah's camp. Hardly a secret, though it is kind of tucked towards the edge of the area. Very nice area to live in, and by the looks of it, yes. He was here for quite some time, eating a lot of pork and beans, as it turns out. And presumably, yes, put together out of the various scrap he got by destroying the Securitrons, we have got a unique little weapon here, which is Elijah's jury-rigged Tesla cannon, which I am not going to touch, because if I do, it's gonna spawn some Securitrons, and yes, like, I guess the idea is, hey, you use this thing to fight off the Securitrons, but, yes, it's a weapon that needs a lot of strength and a lot of energy skill, and I don't have either. Though I will say, it's one of only, I believe, 2 weapons in the game with 0 spread. You point this thing, and the shot will fly straight and true wherever it is you're pointing. The problem is, of course, yes, if you don't meet the requirements to use the weapon, which is literally 100 energy and literally 8 strength, though you can bring that down a little bit, obviously, various perks, etc., then the weapon's going to be swaying so much that you're not going to be able to aim it properly anyway, so that's kind of a bit academic, isn't it? So instead, yes indeed, buddy, you can stay here, because my real destination is just down the hill from here. We're now getting very, very close indeed to, yes, not just the toughest creature in all of Fallout New Vegas. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going for the toughest creature in all of Fallout. There is nothing, I'd say, that could reasonably be said to be more vicious than this bastard we're about to go up against. With the possible exception of Gojira, who was in, last week's video. But Gojira was just a joke. Gojira wasn't, actually in the game. So, let's just, mosey inside to the mysterious cave. Because my final target, the most vicious creature in all the game, is the legendary bloatfly, and if you've never played Old World Blues before, you might think I'm joking, like, this is going to be a really hilarious bit I'm doing. No. No, no, no. Fun thing about bloatflies in this game, which is they come in only 2 flavors. There's that guy over there, who's your basic bloatfly, okay, which is pretty much the weakest enemy in the game. I mean, it's either the weakest or, like, joint weakest. Just take you down and... Did you just fail to take out that bloatfly? Well, that's just embarrassing, as I was just, introducing it as the weakest enemy in the game. Seriously, stop failing to take out the bloatfly. Just shoot the bloatfly, please. Thank you, that's much appreciated. So yeah, you know what? Not that tough, not really too much of a big deal whatsoever. That's flavor number 1. Flavor number 2 is the legendary bloatfly. There is nothing in between. There is no, like, equivalent of roamers, reavers, glowing ones, or anything like that. A bloatfly is either a bloatfly or the legendary bloatfly, which is, yes, as I say, the nastiest monster in the game. The reason being, I assume, because, yes, you do find in Old World Blues mutant cave fungus. This isn't found anywhere else, it's just sort of here. And in this cave, this is the highest concentration of it in the whole DLC, which is the only place you can find it. So, I guess we're supposed to assume the legendary bloatfly ate too much mutant cave fungus, because he himself is also glowing green. Okay, first thing we're doing in this cave is, yes, we're picking whether we want to go left or right, and let me tell you, there is a correct answer, because this way, left, that's death. You go that way, you will die. Right. Right is the correct answer. Let's just, go right. Because left, you see, takes you down into the cave where the legendary bloatfly lives, which is basically the last place on Earth you want to be. Right, however, brings you up here, onto a lovely, lovely balcony overlooking the cave, which gives you a bit of a chance. So, this thing has more health than anything else in the game, with no exceptions. It has got itself 2,000 bloody hit points. Okay, so, quite a lot to get through right there, and you do not want to go over to it and give it a hug. Why? Because its melee attack is 450. Alright, it puts the legendary Deathclaw to shame. So you're probably thinking, that's okay, I'll just stay to distance. Yes, it's also got a kind of explosive plasma spit thing that's like 300 damage with some explosion tossed in just for good measure. So, yes, it kind of means that damage threshold as an armor system becomes completely cocking worthless. because my DT is 21, meaning I get to deduct 21 off any incoming attack, as long as that doesn't reduce more than 85% of the total incoming damage. But yes, if the legendary bloatfly comes up to me and gives me a cuddle, then that's 450 minus 21. Which is basically as good as 450. So that would basically kill me, which is why it's very bloody convenient I'm playing Tale of Two Wastelands, because that means I've got a blended DT and DR system going on. Because yes, all of a sudden, the usually completely useless DR from Fallout 3 becomes way better. When you're being attacked by low damage attacks, at that point DT is brilliant. But yes, when you're taking on the big stuff, you really want DR, because 60 DR, i.e. 60% damage reduction, yeah, all of a sudden that's taking hundreds of damage off any incoming attack. Brilliant. So let's just sneak him, see if we can get a look at this bastard, because yes, he's actually a little bit unique, which is he doesn't just have a head, he's also got a brain. If you cripple his brain, it will frenzy him. My only chance really is to, yes, just line up everything we've been talking about this entire time. So, Paciencia, hollow point rounds, sneak attack crits, etc., and just try and get a good shot in. But, yeah, this guy can be a little bit harder to get a good shot at. Like, if I were to take out the wings... Okay, but right now he's about to, yeah, he moves around fast as well. Enemies that move around fast in an area full of no, do not get spotted. If you get spotted, you die. This is why we come here. He can't really get up here, because flying enemies in this game don't actually fly. They're just hovering in a rather fancy fashion. Okay, he's actually down that cave. He almost certainly can't make his way to me. That's why we're up here. Come on, let's get some... nice rounds on you. And okay, he's holding pretty still at the moment. I'm willing to take some. Hang on, what have we got beyond that? I mean, there's the stinger. I actually genuinely don't know. Yeah, if I can, like, disable his ability to use his bits and pieces. Like, normally you do not come and take on this guy. Alright, it's just a bad idea, but... okay. We've done... I think we hit one shot there. I think we hit one shot out of 3. I think he just turned slightly, so okay, caution. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. What would the dart gun do to him? I genuinely don't know, but I'm kind of curious, because the dart gun did work on, yeah, the Cazadors, like, quite effectively. So how about we just try and get, no, wing, go. Okay, that's crippled the wings, but unlike Cazadors, that does not mean he's going to fall to the ground. My sneakiness might help keep me a little bit safe here. Alternatively, damage over time is going to be completely worthless. I think I forgot to bring Firelance ammo with me. Oh, I'm going to regret that soon. Right. Lincoln's Repeater. That's a damn good gun. Just pop out here. Oh, I think we're in danger. That's really bad. Okay, the wings are down. Don't have a good shot at much, to be honest. Okay, I've got a decent shot at the brain, but yeah, you can see that's not really doing much damage to him, fascinatingly. Presumably, he's not really, you know, using it for much. If I can, triple the brain. Good. Go. 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 Okay, he has been frenzied, which means he's now going to... I'm just going to start running, by the way, because I'm pretty sure he... yeah, he's going to take on his own friends at this point. Probably. There's definitely other bloatflies in the area. They're going to start, like, pelting at him, too. Honestly, playing as a coward, that's really your only option with this guy. Because otherwise, yes, you're just going to die. But bare minimum, with his crippled wings, he's kind of... he's struggling to get to me a little bit here. If I can just, yeah, hold him in a position where... can I shoot him in the... oh! Well, I'm getting a lot of crits here. Problem is, the moment he moves, I could be in a lot of flippin' trouble. I think he's going for... yep, he's definitely shooting one of his friends right now. I mean, due credit, that guy just melted, by the way. What have we got? The body is in okay condition. I can't get to the stinger. The head is still fine. Yep, the brain's obviously been taken out because he's, you know, frenzied at the moment. He's just being kept busy, so we're just basically taking him down as best we can. Reload again. I'm almost out of hollow point rounds for the 44. He's still distracted. Honestly, I'm going to call this a huge web. This is great. Let's see if we can take out the stinger. Like, I've no idea what that really does. I don't think it stops him from using his plasma attack, but, like, you know, bare minimum, it's worth a go. He's just doing some dives right now. We're basically out of that ammo, which is a shame. That means we're losing a lot of hitting power. I think now's the time to back off and let him, like, you know, lose interest. What else do I have? We've still got Paciencia. Go to that. We've got plenty of hollow point rounds. I mean, this is a hunting expedition. This is what we brought it for. This is fine. He seems to be, yes. Okay, he's out of targets, but he's still probably got a good, like, 800 cooking health going on, which is delightful. What is even left at this point? There's the head. I mean, that's... Oh, blimey! I do not know what just happened there. Like, that crit was way more damage than I was expecting. That was a good, I don't know, 400 hit points by itself. But then again, Paciencia crits could do that much. So, there we go. That was the legendary bloatfly. 2,000 hit points of absolute cocky terror. And hilariously, there's not even that much of a good reward for, you know, hunting down and taking this guy out. Like, you know, Legendary Deathclaw getting you mercy, that's pretty bloody good. Here, if you just come to the end, there's, yes, a small science outpost where you can help yourself to some Sunset Sarsaparilla. How about a scientist glove? Or some basic scrubs? Or some medicine? Yeah, I kind of feel like this guy's mainly just here for the bragging rights of taking him out. Because, seriously, he is a vicious bastards. You know what? I revised my earlier opinion. It would appear that yes, presumably the way the legendary bloatfly became the legendary bloatfly was not exclusively the mutant K-fungus. Yes, the fact that he was being heavily dosed with, or alternatively just got into a stash of, a giant pile of buff out and psycho, yeah, that probably helped as well. Then again, you know what? If he was injected, the empty syringes wouldn't be inside. You know what? I think the scientist upstairs, he was doing experiments on bloatflies, and this one bloatfly, unfortunately, kind of got into the case of, you know, syringes filled with buff out and psycho, and just ate them all. And here we flipping are. That's why you don't let bloatflies eat buff out and psycho. Important life lesson for all of us there. So, that's my hunting expedition done, but yes indeed. Unfortunately, the stupid brains of the Big Empty aren't going to let me leave until I've done their business. That doesn't mean I'm going to do their business, or at least not immediately. No, no, no. I'd say instead, as I was mentioning earlier, today I'm thinking about speed. Movement speed, to be precise, and that's one of the most powerful things that old world blues can give you. It's very easy to get distracted by, you know, this mad science glove, or this hat that's a halo, or this gun that's kind of a dog, but no, let's focus on the important stuff here, which is figuring out how to make my legs work better, because there is basically nothing you can do in Fallout that's going to help you more in the long run than being able to literally run faster than everybody else. So, step one, I'm going to need someone to perform the surgery on my legs, and unfortunately, the Sync Auto Dock is a little bit, yes, offline at the moment. So, how about we go fix that up? And very fortunately, yes, right at the start of the DLC, you actually do get given automatically if you just speak to the sink in your starting room. All my friends have off switches, pointing you at the personality tapes you need to get the various equipment back online. And the auto dock is such an important one that he gets to be part of the first handful. And there he is, down in the southeast. So, beautiful. We've literally already cleared out most of that area of Lobotomites. They were pretty much on the useless side. How about we go and say hello to him? In fact, thinking about it, yeah, easiest option is probably just literally follow the road up to X8 and then just turn off. Because, yep, X8 is one of the 3 buildings that you actually need to visit to wrap up this DLC. Because, seriously, they were just so happy for you to speedrun the main part of this DLC if you wanted to. Okay, I will admit though, there is one slight issue with me going via X8, and that is, yes, the deeply confusing situation you are now witnessing in front of you, which is, I've got a handful of friendlies in front of me, and one angry red thing, because welcome to the true nonsense of Animal Friend in Old World Blues. Because the friendly tick is the Night Stalker, and the angry tick is the police cyberdog. So, just to confirm, what is and isn't an animal, Okay, the mad science experiment where a four-legged snake abomination was created, that's an animal and is completely chill with me. However, the dog that is literally just a dog with some robot parts attached, that is no longer an animal, and thus is not friendly to me, even though dogs are. But the moment you slap a robot bit onto them, no. Now I don't even know actually. I don't know whether police dogs are abominations or robots, but you know what? Here we go, load up some pulse slugs, highly effective against robots, because, yes, if this does good damage, he's a robot. If it doesn't, he's not a robot, and... got a crit, so that completely spoilt the experiment, dear flippin' dear. Right, sorry about that, lads, no problem with you guys are cool. Right, pass by X8, as I was saying, don't worry, there's plenty more dogs around, we can figure this out, damn it, because, seriously, I do not know whether cyber dogs are robots or abominations, and I would like to know this. Here we go, one military cyber dog, and... once again, criticals. Why am I always getting criticals? The exact moment I don't want to get them. Okay, hang on. That crippled him, and then, okay. I'm pretty sure the game considers them robots, because that was not a crit. Okay, that's it confirmed. They must be robots. They're officially more robot than dog, which... okay. By weight, I think that's true. By volume, I'm not so sure. Anyway, that ghoulish experiment completed. Yes, here we go. I found my way where I want to go. The lovely, lovely Y17 medical facility. And in here... oh yes, it's nothing but robots. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to regret, like, right now actually, the fact that I just used up, like, you know, 100% of my pulse slugs outside on that experiment, because... right, fascinating. Okay, you know what? No. Where are your combat inhibitors? I need to hit your combat inhibitors. Obviously, you've decided to face away from me. Good. Do I have anything that works on robots, by the way? Absolutely naff all. Good, just crack out the armor piercing, we'll see how we do. Okay, if we get a whole bunch of crits, this is not doing anything, by the way. Also, he's kind of just charged straight to... oh, blimey, now I'm on fire. No, that was my last pulse slug and I missed with it. Okay, just knock him over. Use the knockback. Okay, everyone on the ground. That was only a Mark 1. That's a-okay. Okay, the main one is down. There is another who is hanging out way up there. Honestly, I feel like, yeah, Lincoln's repeater at that range is going to be good. The accuracy on that thing is beautiful. You see, that's doing the job. And down you go, buddy. I think that should be, yeah, just the 3. Beautiful. Right, that's all of you sorted out, including 1 valence radii accentuator. So, okay, endurance +1, a little bit of health regen, never gonna say no to that. Then we just nip upstairs to the top and grab myself 1 auto dog project, and that there is catastrophically useful, because, as you may have noticed, I just got quite shot. So, you know, having my own free doctor chilling out in my home base that I can just fast travel back to at any time, yeah, that's actually pretty good when you're in Old World Blues.
Well, how about that? Old Autodoc's back online. Well, alright, come here, let's have a look at you. You got yourself some serious hurts there, friend. Cracked patella, 2 bruised ribs, and if I ain't mistaken, your brain's missing. Better climb in and let me have a look-see.
I do enjoy the Autodoc, by the way. He's like my favourite character in the entirety of the thing. Like, I know he's not as ridiculously over-the-top and doesn't have as many great one-liners as some of the others, but I just find him so very wholesome. I feel like in some distant way, he's related to Doc Mitchell. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but right now, basically, he's just a run-of-the-mill doctor. Very useful, but once again, I need the lad to make my legs better. And for that to happen, we're gonna need to go and track down the right implant program. There are, I think, 4 or so, possibly 5, I can't recall, dotted around Old World Blues. Some of them are completely terrible and worthless. One of them is amazing. And luckily for me, having visited the Securitron deconstruction plant earlier, I could get there in no time whatsoever, because it's literally just round the corner, though yes, the very rapid moving red tick on the compass should give you a decent amount of warning as to, yes indeed, it's cocking Cazadors. But that's fine. Cazadors are not going to be a problem. Just take you down. One shot, one kill. No problemo whatsoever. I am seriously stacking up so many multipliers against Cazadors right now. Here we go, the incredibly excitingly named Z14 something something DNA splicing lab. So, in we go, because as the Cazador outside might just indicate to you, this is where they made the Cazadors. Like, all the Cazadors. This is where they started from, where they escaped from, and as a result, where every single Cazador in the entirety of the base game ultimately is descended from. And just to confirm, they were nasty bastards even before they got out into the wider worlds. Alright, here we go. I see ya. I see ya, buddy. That one was just flying through the ceiling there. Marvellous. And that's just a basic Cazador. That's fine. If we can get a good shot at the head, that's a-okay. And to be honest, antenna, how many are there where we are right now? Not that many, really. Yeah, these ones are a little bit nastier than the one outside, but I mean all those multipliers that I've got right now. Also, apparently, I've killed enough of these bastards to get even more damage against them. Beautiful. Okay, step one, just take out the babies in the side rooms. These guys don't seem to be, yeah, too bad, all things considered. If Paciencia gets, yeah, a kill, and I'm just getting better and better at murdering these guys. Marvellous. Alright, cracker open, back off, and hello there, Specimen 73. So yes, this guy is the real legendary, if you will. 3 times tougher, give or take, than, yes, his true legendary counterpart back in the base game. Slightly embarrassing, all things considered. So, I mean, honestly, the antenna's got some good damage there. That was a crit. That was a miss. That's a problem, because that's all my AP gone. Though, I think he just got stuck behind some scenery there. Oh, Fallout. Never cooking change. Most terrifying Cazador in the whole game, and it got stuck on the scenery. But oh yeah, this is what we flippin' wanted. The M5 upgrade. Because, okay, I'm going to apply some really dubious logic here. Cazadors move fast. So, therefore, this thing also lets me move fast. Didn't say it was good logic, but, like, you know, it sort of stacks up. Okay, with that in hand, we can come back to the sink and, yes, get that installed. Because, oh, blimey, this thing is, yes, the first step on the road to becoming a ludicrously fast mega sprinter. Now, before we install this, I'm going to be honest with you and make a confession, which is, I forgot that, yes, installing these things costs a really large amount of money, and I kind of forgot to bring that much money with me. And I can't just make that much money in Old World Blues, because, you know, there's not that many shops dotted around. So instead, I cheated and used console commands to give myself the additional 8,000 caps I needed to get this surgery done. But, I'm gonna make it up to the universe, okay? When we get back to the game proper, I am going to find something nice to do with 8,000 caps. I'm going to give away 8,000 caps, so the universe is going to be balanced, okay? I'm not cheating, I'm just borrowing from the future. And there we go. My crouch speed has just been increased. So, okay, let's have a quick chat about movement in this game, which is, obviously, you move at a certain pace, and then when you crouch, you start moving a little bit slower. But it's much easier in this game to change your crouch speed compared to your usual speed. So okay, how much time does it take me to cross from one side of the room to another? Incredibly inaccurate test. So, 1, 2, and then I got stuck on something. Okay, good start there. Then we crouch and we go 1, 2, 3, but didn't get stuck on something. So, okay, like, at this point, I feel like I'm crouching at roughly the same sort of speed I'm running, maybe a tiny bit slower. But you know what I realised very recently when I was researching this episode? There's actually a way I can calculate that way more precisely. And the way we're gonna do it is by fast travelling, because, okay, fun thing you might never have noticed or thought about in Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Obviously, as you're aware, when you actually travel from point A to point B, the game calculates roughly how long that ought to take you, and thus changes the time. You're not teleporting, you're just, travelling off screen. So, you might set off somewhere in the morning, and it will be late afternoon if it's a really long way away, or only late morning if it's somewhere nearby. But, it's not just distance the game uses to make that calculation. It's also your character's movement speeds. And I don't just mean your character's general movement speed, I mean whatever your character's movement speed is, depending on what stance you're in. Because whether you are standing up or crouching, that actually impacts how long it takes for you to travel from point A to point B. Because the game assumes you're going to stay in that stance all the way there. And using that, we can calculate with extreme accuracy the relative speed of my run speed versus my crouch speed. And I bet you never thought about that before, but it's cooking hilarious. So, experiment number 1. It's 6 minutes past 7 in the evening. The furthest away, thing I've been to is almost certainly, Elijah's Watch. That's nice and quiet. So if I were to fast travel there, right now, while standing up... And here we go, we arrive. It is 7:41. Here we go, I reloaded the autosave before we left. It is actually 7:07 at this point, because 1 minute passed in the time it took me to get the Pip-Boy open. So now we're just going to crouch down. 7:08. So, okay. That means, because it's 2 minutes later, now that I'm crouching, if I get to Elijah's Watch before 7:43, I am faster. If it's after 7:43, I am slower. So, okay, fast travel over and immediately pause. Okay. It is 7:53. So, 10 minutes slower on a journey time of about 40 minutes, give or take. So, yes, right now, my run speed is about 20-25% faster. But, yes, let's just say there's a lot more we can do to fix that. But seriously, this is ridiculous. Like, I did not know this for years and years. I only learnt this when I was doing some testing ahead of recording this episode. That actually, the amount of time it takes you to travel in-game from point A to point B varies depending on whether you're standing up or crouching at the point you fast travel. And you know what else that impacts? Survival metrics. So, if you're playing a hardcore mode in Fallout New Vegas and you are crouching, your survival metrics are going to go way up because it literally takes you more time to get from point A to point B, which is so dumb, but it's just wonderful that I know that now. So, speaking of which, how about we make our way over to, yes, the first location that's actually a plot thing we're going to be taking care of, which is X13. And X13, for me, is a rather lovely day out. Because you see, once we get past just a handful of dogs, what's guarding X13 is my best cuddle friends in the world, the Night Stalkers. You just crack on, lads, no trouble. There we go, facility number 2 that I can just walk up to, no trouble whatsoever. Honestly, I'm kind of curious whether, yes, potentially these surviving Night Stalkers might help me when the Robo-Scorpions show up. That would be delightful. And inside the base, life is good too. Just help myself to some lovely gloves, the boots next door, all the various bits and pieces. And yes, as you can clearly tell from the various rooms, in just the same way as the US was finding ways to deal militarily with the various Chinese stealth troops, such as, using machine gun grenade launchers to absolutely explode any room they might be in, they also, took the suits they had captured and were attempting to reverse engineer them in various ways. Leading ultimately to the Stealth Suit Mark II.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today?
So yes, it doesn't actually make you invisible, it does give you a bit of sneak, and also it's extraordinarily chatty. Right, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing, which is completing a series of tests. I want to say completing a series of tests, so yes, fun thing part 2 about this area for my character. So, this area here is divided in two. It's a test area, so naturally there is the test area itself, and then there are the observation platforms above. My job is to work my way through all these rooms, bypassing the tripwires, avoiding the robots, being sneaky and sophisticated and whatnot. Until ultimately we manage to get into, yes, this office right at the end over here. But, and I do enjoy this, by the way. This is just lovely. You can just crack open any test you choose. Here we go, just the basic infiltration.
This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us.
That's right, we won't. And you know how we're gonna stop the robots finding us? By cheating! Because yes, I could just go in this direction, start avoiding the robots, etc, etc. Or alternatively, I could just immediately prove how good at sneaking I am by sneaking straight out of the test area, and instead moseying over here, hard locked door, only 75! Like, this is not even that hard to do. Then, literally after only one moment, we just hop over here. Straight down, crack open the safe, grab the document, and that's it. We're done.
Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.1.
And that makes the suit even better. Together with officially completing all we need to do as far as the plot's concerned. And 3,375 XP for that. Me opening one door in order to cheat an already very easy test. Right, give me some medicine, and yeah, just keep energy weapons moving in the right direction. That's definitely got to be a good idea. You up to 65. You know what, 64 and 60. Explosives are fun too, damn it. But yes, at this point there are a handful of robots. That's certainly true. So we're going to have to deal with them. That's absolutely fine, because I think they might take out some of the robots, potentially. Okay, well, you're not really helping me so far, are you stupid loser? Right, step one, we just need to take out the ones in this bit of the world. And, okay, that's lucky, that's a Mark II. Yeah, my level I could go up to Mark IVs, actually. Mark IIs are really not that bad at all. So yeah, if we get a good crit, we could two-shot them, no trouble whatsoever. So you can just go down, that tops up everything. Yeah, 2B. Just a little bit bigger, a little bit tougher, but honestly, not the worst thing in the world. It really depends on Paciencia is not the right weapon for this. But when it gets the crit, seriously, it is ridiculous. Right, back over to here. Just let my AP come back. That did not hurt, John. It's a 2B. It's a 2B, you do not need to worry too much about this nonsense, actually. They're going down no trouble. And the babies are not going to be a problem. That's a Mark I. Okay, game, now I'm feeling offended. So, plot-wise, we're done. But no, no, no. We're not even close to done, actually. Not least as you can just keep cheating. You can just keep cheating over and over again. Advanced infiltration test. Yes, let's prove how incredible I am at this. So, okay, trick on this one is there's going to be some laser tripwires in the test environment. But, unfortunately, I'm just not going to go into the test environment. So, again, I feel like, in a way, I am improving the value of this suit. The fact I can do this without being spotted proves that the suit's pretty good at not being noticed. Right, straight over the top. Lovely. Into the safe. Job done, part 2, this is. This is so dumb, but I kind of love that it's a thing. That you can just cheat the tests. Oh yeah, expert. Let's prove I'm an expert. By immediately doing the exact same thing again. I mean, due credit to them. They do relock the door every time you try and do this. But, yes, it's not really going to do much to stop me. Just straight down and grab that. Congratulations, job done again. And at this point, we're also up to bonus perception, which is garbage, and bonus agility, which is actually bloody useful. But okay, aside from providing a terrible moral lesson to any young impressionable minds watching, what's the point of doing this cheaty star? Well, one, it's a super easy way of duplicating rewards, because every time you do this, the rewards get given to you again. And for the third task, the reward is Locksmith's Reader and Programmer's Digest. Now, Programmer's Digest you find all over the place, but to my mind, a Locksmith's Reader is not the most common skill magazine. Like, it's actually pretty useful to be able to just duplicate that as many times as you want to, then just take that pile of them back to the base game. And tragically, yes, you can't cheat every single exam. The final test is not an infiltration test, instead, it's a robot compliance test. So, that one, you can't just cheat. Also, sorry, did I say you couldn't cheat in this test? Because actually, yes, you can. Because, one, you can just use third-person camera, so you can see precisely where the robots are, so that's nice. But two, if you're wanting to just burn a stealth boy, then, to be perfectly honest, with high enough sneak, the robots can't see you, even when you're literally in front of them. The robots just, they can't detect you. And with the bonus movement speed I've now got thanks to that implant, I can basically just walk straight up to you. And yeah, basically bypass all of the proximity mines, because what are they going to do to me at this point? Basically nothing. I'm so fast I can just get past them. If you happen to see them, you can just turn them off, crack you open, and go this way. Where's my last robot friend? Hello there. He didn't see me. So that's it, job done. Now, what's just happened, however, is very, very important indeed. Because, step one, you see, the first time you complete this test, you get a skill book, the Chinese Spec Ops training manual. But obviously, the games are going to give you an infinite supply of those. Instead, if you do the robot compliance test a second time, it's a stealth boy. And then you can just do it over and over again for more stealth boys. And obviously, stealth boys last so long and the test is so easy, you can easily complete the test 2 times within the lifespan of a single stealth boy, meaning, functionally, this is an infinite supply of very easy to get stealth boys. So, if you ever want more, just come here to X13 and do this test over and over again. Even if you're not that good at sneaking, it's fine, because you can literally use the reward it's giving you to complete the tests. And way more importantly, this suit is now as good as it can be, giving me plus 20% sneak speed. Now, this is a bit bugged, I'll admit, like sometimes it seems to just not work, but this mod fixes a lot of stuff, so I'm kinda hopeful this might actually cocking work, and thanks to my dumb fast travel time discovery, we can now test this, like, with exact accuracy. Right, literally just run outside, no need to waste ammo on the scorpions, because yes, I can just literally run beyond the barrier. This will then teleport me straight back to the think tank, which is precisely where I want to go anyway, so no trouble. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I've dropped a save at 2 minutes before 4:30 in the morning, so we're going to do this properly this time, okay? Here we go, 4:30 AM, I'm currently standing up, so Elijah's watch. Off we go. Soon as we arrive, we immediately... The game just crashed. Oh, Fallout New Vegas, never change. As I was saying, 4:30 AM, we set off to Elijah's watch. There we go, and immediately... Okay. 5:02. Standing, that took me 32 minutes door to door. We now load at 4:28 and go into hidden modes. If this mod has fixed the stealth suit, or if Fallout New Vegas is just, working today, as strange a concept as that is, that, blended with the implant we've already got, should now mean we get there before 5:02 AM. So okay, just wait. Pause. 4:30. Alright. Elijah's watch. Let's go. Please don't crash. And... 5:04. But, previously, the difference was more like 10 minutes. Now it's down to only 2. So okay. That would suggest that at this point, based on those timings, we can now conclude that running and crouching are almost the same speed. Crouching is still slower, but at this point it's a matter of like, a few percent. And 2, the stealth armor is working. Either New Vegas is working, or the mod fixed it. One or the other. But, oh, I just love that we can do time trials with this new dumb system. It's wonderful. But yep, just moseying around on foot, get back up again, then get back down again. I mean, it does feel about the same speed. Like, I could have just finger in the air this, but no, we're using science, damn it. We're in Old World Blues. This feels deeply appropriate. Plus, of course, do not forget that earlier this very episode, I took Travel Light. While wearing light or no armor, you run 10% faster, which I believe just impacts all forms of movement speed. Now, the stealth suit means that's not triggering, because the stealth suit is medium armor. However, if I were to take that off right now, So yes, at this point, this should be the fastest run yet. This should be 10% faster than the run previously. So to match my normal speed, we'd be arriving at 5:03, which means we should arrive at, I'm going to say, 4:59. So travel to the watch and 4:58. Flipping science. So yes, because I'm now walking around naked, my movement speed, both crouching and normal running, has been boosted by that 10%. But we're only just getting started. But in order to reach the true max speed that is possible in this game, we now need to get back to the base game, meaning I need to wrap up Old World Blues, grab any other loot I want to pick up on the way back out again, and then make my way back to Vegas proper, because, as I say, this is, in some ways, a bit of a two-parter. This was laying the groundwork for how fast you could go, but, oh my, there's a lot more we could do yet. So, hopefully, you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout, Tale of Two Wastelands. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If we just hide the bodies, nobody needs to know about this. Yes! My stupid plan has worked! It turns out I'm a genius! The giant rad scorpion is not gone! Oh, hang on, there's more yet, though. I'm still being very shocked. Guys, where's the NCR? Nobody needs to know.